I'm Anita, and I'm the marketing manager of Oraclechain. And today is actually probably my first presentation ever, so I'm a bit nervous. So.
Oh, very awesome.
I did presentation at school, but it's. Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, share your screen and we're on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, hello guys, and I'm the marketing manager of Oraclechain. And the topic I want to present today is what we lack in the Chinese community. Some of you might think I'm pretty young. According to my profile, I didn't really get involved with blockchain or EOS like not long enough. So who do you think you are to tell us what we actually lack in the Chinese community? But just as, let's say, EOS enthusiast, and as someone who working for one of the Chinese block users, I want to present today of some of my opinions of what we lack in the Chinese community. And those are the three topics I want to talk today. The first is why open source technology is so important to EOS. As we all know, open source is defined as anything that is publicly accessible and free to use, usually referring to software development. In other words, everyone is free to analyze, distribute, and modify the software. Open source software development is essential to building trust and safety into blockchain networks. I mean, speak of here, maybe some of you might think, why it has anything to do with community? Isn't that something for developers? So here leads to my, I think, consensus. I think it's not a one way around. It should be educated to both sides. Blockchain or smart contract have given a brilliant bridge between users and developers. With the commercial open source modes, projects kind managed by the third platforms like foundations or service providers. The one who actually manages the projects are not the two parties who are actually using the projects, the users or the developers. The users will give feedbacks or donations to the foundations, and developers get those second-hand the third platforms like service providers or foundations. And of course, the blockchain platforms here referring to EOS are giving, have given
Anita,
a bridge between.
Anita? Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but we cannot see your slides.
Wait, did I share it?
I think you have to share it again.
Can you see it right now?
Yes.
Cool. And so EOS or smart contract actually offering bridge between users and developers. Users can use existing channels or news.
Anita?
Yeah.
We cannot see it again. I think it's because of the presentation mode, I think.
Do I need to switch it to, let me see.
Just maybe full screen. Oh, it's not working.
Can you see it right now? Can you see right now?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, so here comes to the bragging time, I think. Wait. And those are the open source actions Oraclechain did for the EOS community. Some of you might know, some of you might don't know. So I have, and today we have did we have open sourced 9 tools and contracts and for the community. And around this June, Oraclechain has organized the 2018 Global EOS Developer Conference. I have personally connect each and every single of them, like Gary Daniel from, and Andrew from Let It Play, EOS Argentina from, of course, Argentina, and Vahid from EOS Sweden, but he was present for POTA that day, and I didn't have. So we also invited some good open source project like Evolution, EOS Factory from Tokenika, and EOS Bet, Qingtai, Scatter, and lots of other projects. And yeah, it was a blast, and we have saw lots of really good EOS projects inside of the community. And this is probably one of the most important open source action of Oraclechain, the EOSDevHelper. It is the first open source platform inside EOS 1 and 2. Basically, in other words, if you use this 1 and 2 and you change a logo or you change a cover, you can make your own EOS wallet by yourself. The other open source actions did by Oraclechain. And all of those above items can be downloaded in Git. And we have adopted the most friendly open source agreement. And the next topic I want to talk today is neutral platforms. We all know how big it bring to our lives and the big influence media did to our, and media our lives or tools used to store and deliver data. I think especially when the media is going to be an important bridge between China and the rest of the world, I think neutrality should be the critical measurement. But I think in the Chinese community, we kind of lack of some really neutral platforms. Of course, like EOSGo. I really want to shout out to let EOSGo here because they really did a lot for the community to bring the EOS enthusiasts from all over the world. And this is a screenshot I had from their homepage. EOSGo is not running for blog users, and it's not a DApp company. It's not. They are not accept any paid advertisement from anyone, and they are not a blog one. I know we have some really good BPs like Gravity or Canon, or as what I heard 2 weeks ago. Start EOS will also build up a forum to help Chinese community to get more involved with the outside world. But I think because the existing stance they already have, it's kind of difficult for them to become a neutral platforms. And we need a platform like EOS, which EOS enthusiasts. And even better, the EOSGo actually have which we can post inside, but because work hobbies, like from what I see as a Chinese who grew up in China for my whole life, and I think because of the VPN issues, the whole Chinese network users has been blocked out for the whole internet too long. And we kind of grew up our own hobbies of how we use internet. So I think it's pretty difficult for us to change the habit of how we use the whole internet. But I think we still need one of the neutral platforms like EOSGo. Last topic of today is community involvement. I think community involvement is the power to bring positive, measurable change to both the community which you operate and the whole ecosystem. If anybody who actually checked the Oraclechain Twitters or Telegrams or LinkedIn, you will see we have lots of followers or fans, but like most of them are like only here because the candy system we built in, which if they like our Twitters, they retweet our stuff, they will get rewards. And I didn't come up with this idea. So when I actually got it, I was pretty annoyed by it because every day I have to do like, I have to spend like most of the time to delete spams or all the other useless informations from our Telegram or Twitter groups. Because everybody here after for the rewards, nobody really cares what is Orc service, what Orc to the EOS ecosystems. Even better, like I think probably 0.5% of them don't know what a EOS is. So I was pretty bummed and was like, you know, I was doing useless works. But around last week, we start distribute those tokens. And surprisingly, I find some users actually really interested of what Oraclechain is. They start to ask me questions of, okay, what Orc service? What is data service? What you guys are offering to the ecosystems? And what is EOS? And that's what actually makes me surprised, because as long as they hold our tokens, they start to get more interests with the community, and they start to get involved. And I think everybody in this conference today agree with me is EOS is an amazing and incomparable community for all the developers, BPs, enthusiasts, and token holders. And I think in terms to build up a trying and healthy ecosystems, it requires all of us to get involved, especially with governance and arbitration, which were, let's say, not getting enough attentions in the Chinese community. But I would like really shout out to Gavity and Kenna here. They actually did a lot lately to bring awareness, to educate the Chinese communities why arbitration and governance is important, and why it's, I think those two things are actually made EOS is different with the others. And here are the 3 ideas I came up to think which might help with the Chinese communities to educate the governance and arbitrations. The first is we can build a governance-oriented WeChat group. Rick from US Canon has built a WeChat group, which probably include all the Western or Chinese VPs. And thanks to the translate function, people can actually talk with each other instead of through a third platforms. And I think we can also build up a governance-oriented WeChat group. And the second is governance awareness promoting events. And like this, I mean, I really want to thank Okred, Mario, and Joe to have this amazing event. But some of the Chinese US events, we still more focused on the technology part and developer progress. We didn't really put enough energies on the governance and arbitration. I think that's what we need to do again to improve. And the third is regular updates. And of course, it requires a neutral platform to do it. And I want to end my presentation today with something one of my favorite also once said: tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. Last but not least, if you like what we are doing, please vote for us. As we all know, we are pretty low in the rank. So this is our account. If you like what we're doing, please scan our Telegram group and hit me up anytime if you have any questions.
Awesome. Thank you, Anita.
Thanks.
Nice presentation.
Thanks.
Okay. So we're going to have Q&A session here. Do you have any questions in the audience? Nice work, Anita.
Thanks.
So how was your first presentation?
I was actually spending 1 or 2 nights to prepare it, but yeah, I was pretty worried about it, but it's okay, I guess.
Oh, you did a great job. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. So let's move on.
I want to ask, like, you guys were talking about the London events, or like, is of the hackathon?
Yeah, I was talking about hackathon.
Some of our developers will also come, so it would be nice if they can meet up with you guys.
Yeah.
They are pretty shy, so it would be great if you guys can, talk. Thanks.
Of course.